Morning guys, James here from Sunseeker Southampton. First run out with the new GoPro Hero 9 today with the windsock on the mic, so please give me some feedback as to how this sounds out in the open air with a bit of wind behind me. So today we're going to have a look around a 2017, the highest spec ever built, Sunseeker 86 yacht. Her name is Hard 8, she's for sale, £3.85 million ex-tax, and she's behind me here on the Lymington River at the Yacht Haven. So here she is, all 26 metres of her, tip to tip. Absolutely stunning yacht in every aspect. We had a lot of fun building her. Discerning owner had a Sunseeker 75 yacht before, really knew what he wanted. It's an owner operator yacht, so when you hear me saying in the videos that boats like this can be run without a full complement of crew, absolutely this proves the point. We took the owner from no experience up to a commercial yacht master in his first 12 months of ownership, and the boats regularly run out with just the family on board with 2 of them, and then he has an ad hoc full-time captain maintaining and usage when the boat is out for charter. So she's MCA commercially coded. Absolutely stunning. So we have a white RAL finish on the hull with the classic black boot top stripe there just above the waterline. Big signature glass windows in the hull here, so master cabin here in the middle, coming forward here into further guest accommodation. And you'll see here on the port side we've got a side access door, cruise in the stern here. Huge Williams tender, so this is a 520 Williams turbojet. It's on a custom bathing platform, so this is an 800 kilo lift, standard's 500. It's got stainless steel custom mechanism on there just to give us the ability to take a larger tender. And if you have a look on here, we've got the lovely carbon effect on the tubes, little teak steps here. Again, everything in absolutely immaculate order. There's an overall cover to keep her nice and tidy when not in use, and this handy backrest flips over to give you a little mini sun pad. Boarding ladder in the back, so easy access in and out of the water. Obviously tender on the platform here makes launch and recovery very straightforward. Let's head on up, take a look inside. So I say highest spec 86 yacht you ever built, over £1 million worth of extras at retail. High spec AV, navigation, custom finishes on the cabinetry, soft furnishings throughout. See our Captain James over here who's been with her. Morning James.
Morning.
Since about 4 months after build. Just stand here and you can take in that real wow factor of the super yacht finish we did to this interior. So Stuart Jones, the Sunseeker International in-house designer, put the colour palette together, and you'll see here as we come in through the door we've got this wooden threshold, custom returns on the sofas here, so these would be a linear sofa as standard to give more of a social feel. Lovely feature table lamps. We've got a white Wenge inlaid stone top on all the sideboards, 2 buffets here. So the owner has the boat configured at the moment without the dining table in, so we actually built the yacht originally in the middle here, transverse across the boat. There's a beautiful table that will house 8 adults with some lovely Robert Langford dining chairs, but in its current configuration the owner's spending most of the time sitting in the aft cockpit, so this is set up as a big social saloon at the moment. See those giant hull windows, that's loads of natural lighting. It's a real dim day here in the UK south coast today, but still very bright and airy. Here on the starboard side we have the optional drop out bulwark balcony. There's some stainless rails that go into that when it's in the horizontal position. Obviously big patio door there lets in some ventilation without running the aircon. 65-inch TV up on the bulkhead, and we've got a full Bose surround system. We've got Sonos running throughout the boat, Apple TV throughout all the boat. There's decoders throughout the boat. So massive spec. Satellite system is a TV8 dome painted black. Absolutely beautiful. So dressed to perfection with all the little decor arrangements you see around on the surfaces here. The boat's MCA coded for charter. See, they've got full complement of all the cutlery, crockery, beautiful refrigeration. You see the veining in this stone, it's absolutely stunning. So the wood finish is a two-tone, so we've got on the top here a Venge wood, and then on certain other parts of the boat we've got a silver oak, which is a lighter wood. We'll have a look at that as we walk through the yacht. And we come up here forward into the galley area. Now a standard 86 yacht would have a shutter system sitting in the roof here, and this would close off. The boat would be typically running with a crew of 4, but in this instance with an owner-operator who's really into his cooking, we actually turned the boat into an open plan galley, and this has now become a centrepiece. Still with the option, if entertaining aft and dining, you can shut the door here and here, and it gives you somewhere for the crew to sit up forward. And galley prep area being really important, we've gained an extra storage cupboard in the end here. There's some additional storage in the aft side of the bar here, so really packed in as a practical touch where possible. So it's a really nice area here. Boat's used regularly every weekend pretty much. We've got a full diesel powered heating system, so 365 days a year the boat's in commission here in the UK. Of course with European reverse cycle aircon, so no problem for Mediterranean use if needed. So down here we've got a custom double width Miele oven, microwave oven up top, little drop down additional worktop here over what would otherwise be dead space just through the crew door there. A lovely big stainless steel fridge freezer. You see the storage in behind the units here, so loads of prep area. And then up forward here, so the observation area, we raised the seating by 200mm, so you've got a nice view out through these side windows. It's a great place to spend time when you're underway if the weather's bad and you don't want to sit up on the Flybridge. Of course opposite is then the bridge. So we put 2 Besenzoni beautiful leather helm chairs with sort of Bentley stitch in the seats here. There's the custom autopilot control in the helm seat here, and then up a navigation system, highest spec we could fit. So these are 19-inch Catalan screens, so we've got 2 navigation displays, and then the third system here for monitoring tanks, 11,000 litres of fuel, 1,500 litres of fresh water, things like AC control for the generators. We're running about 830 hours on the generators at the moment. And then over here you'll see there's a FLIR thermal imaging night vision camera. See things like radio, large hydraulic thruster system. We've got fire and flood monitoring systems, CCTV throughout, so we've got cameras on the stern, down the side decks. Engine controls here, so we've got 648 hours on the engines at the moment. Boat's still in regular commission. And then over here the fin stabilisation control panel for the Sleipner Vector fins, 0 speed, and a remote control Sanshin twin beam remote control spotlight. So say massive nav pack there. These are all height adjustable, the seats, so really easy to get into a comfortable driving position. Obviously as more of a commercial bridge you can see the visibility is great, but obviously with the second upgrade helm upstairs when you need it. And then accommodation split into 2 distinct spaces. So this is the VIP forward, so it's a guest cabin. You just come down the stairs here, you have this lovely cabin in the bow, absolutely vast. You're away from the other guests on the boat. Huge island double bed centerline, lots of feature LED lighting throughout. You see in the ceilings, little Porta Romana wall lamps there, and you can see the two-tone wood now. So this is the lighter wood, silver oak, contrasts really nicely with this darker Wenge. Just gives the boat a real modern, fresh look. 40-inch TV up on the bulkhead then, say again with the sky decoders and what have you. Then we've got Carrara stone here in the bathrooms, so stone floors and shower compartments. The 86 really huge showers, so great for all different markets. So the boat really presenting absolutely as new. Very, very well cared for. Captain is fastidious. The owner's been out on the boat for the last few days and they're just starting to do the clean down at the moment, preparing her ready for the next trip at the end of the week. But you can see just how nice she's kept all the time. So you've got a little walk-in wardrobe here, full height hanging, loads of storage. There's a safe in every cabin. Nice little dressing table area here. These are the hydronic control panels for the Eberspacher heating. It's got remote dial in as well, so you can turn it on as you drive down to the boat. Feature lighting up through the stairs here. As we come back up here on the starboard side of the boat, we've got the option of the day head with again a crew door here for access out on the side decks. So the benefit of having a day head upstairs is just then that you don't have one of the bathrooms downstairs in a cabin being shared by visitors just on for the day, so you can keep the guest cabins private downstairs. Full complement of AV here, and then down behind me here we've got these lovely feature stairs that take us to the accommodation below. So 3 cabins in this part of the boat. We'll start aft. So these are the guest cabins, again custom design in here. So a typical standard layout would have a linear single here and here, potentially with this bed sliding across to make an occasional double. We actually sketched out and then factory drew this for us as a custom with the fixed double bed island centre line to the cabin, so we can walk all the way round. Actually feels bigger in here than a standard layout. And then you've got the benefit of the big glass windows we'll see as we go to the other cabin in a sec, that mirrors this one on the starboard side of the boat. 22-inch TV there up on the wall. All the LED lighting is dimmable, incidentally. Can be sometimes a little harsh at night, so you can tone that down for a nice mood and what have you. Again, same stone finishes throughout all the bathrooms. And we just come across, you can see this lovely little detailed lobby area. Handy place for storing suitcases and what have you, guests on board. So starboard side of the boat here, again the same format with the island centerline double. So the colours are exquisite. If you were getting on this for the first time, she looks absolutely as per a new yacht we'd have coming off the production line today, despite being, say, delivered May 17. Very, very fresh inside. Lots of the ideas we incorporated into this build went on to be optional extras on other yachts that owners selected in the years to come. So master cabin, again midships on the yacht here. You can see those massive hull windows, electric blinds throughout, all working off a system Orca, which is basically doing the AV and the light controls. Huge walk-in wardrobe, full height hanging here down behind the door. Loads of storage. It's a very practical boat, the 86, designed for doing long distance passages. Bring it back to a 10 knot speed and you've got a range of over 1200 nautical miles, but still getting up with these larger 12V MTU 1950 horsepower engines. We're getting on for sort of 28 knots flat out, so it's quick for a big boat. We did an option here, so standard is with a chaise. Put the table and the 2 sofa chairs in there. Got these nice little wing stations either side of the bed. Little practical things like USB sockets next to the bed here, as well as plugs, as that's usually what most people are using for a mobile phone these days. little extra shelves in the corner, so loads of little personal touches. The more you get on this boat, you can appreciate it's really been designed by somebody that enjoyed the process and took on board all the sort of things they learned from boats they had before and other yachts that we built over the years. So it's a vast master bathroom here, finished much the same as everywhere else throughout. Absolutely beautiful. That's a 55-inch TV up on the bulkhead there, again with these are Sonance speakers with a Sonos Connect on the AV side. And as we head back up, we'll go and do the bow area next, so you can just get a feel for the outboard space. So we'll just put the covers up here. So we've got a teak, obviously full teak down all the decks here. And you can see these massive glass windows as we're walking down the side. You can understand now why there's so much natural light down inside the boat. Past the crew door into the galley, and we take a step up now onto the bow itself. All the storage covers on, so you're coming into autumn season now, just to protect all the cushions. But when we go up on the Flybridge, you get a feel for what the exterior upholstery colours are. Teak decks all in very good condition, and then we've got a twin anchor winch arrangement, stainless steel upgrade both on the chain and on the anchors themselves. See there, we've got a 100 and a 50 beautiful stainless package, very industrial up here, very pretty looking boat. So this forward area here is a sun pad. These lift up to give you three individual sunbathers here, and then you've got that seating area behind. So we've got a teak top on the table here, and then nice U-shaped seating area. Sockets in the top here for the parasol that's stored down in the engine room. So we've got two sockets here and one also on the bathing platform. And then up on the coach roof here above the wheelhouse, this is a Hexan carbon wrap, just to break up the lines of the yacht when you're stood back from afar. Blends in nicely with that roof, so we've got a carbon fibre finish with exposed weave on the roof itself. We'll just walk down here so you can see the walk balcony up close. So they say this centre section, which is about 7 foot long, drops down, and then you've got some rails that go into that to give you a nice place in the evening when you're at anchor. As you can see, the boat sat on a hammerhead mooring here in Lymington Yacht Haven, say 26 metres overall. Very much a usable proposition here on the south coast. Whilst the typical boat here is more akin to say 40 to 60 feet, the owner hasn't had problems getting in and visiting marinas. They've been off down to do the Scilly Isles, trips up to London, regular runs all over the Saloon area here, and the boat's welcomed in all marinas. Very, very easy to manoeuvre, so with those big powerful hydraulic thrusters, no issues whatsoever with close quarters manoeuvring. Nice benefit here in the cockpit. In the back here you can see the third station controls for engines and thrusters. And we head up, so teak laid Flybridge floor here, and you'll notice we come up straight into the exterior wet bar. So if you're running as a crewed boat, it's obviously at the top of the stairs, so very easy for crew serving. Again, things like feature lighting here underneath all the seating. Owner's very big, as I said earlier, on cooking, so we've got twin charcoal barbecues here. Top loading cool box. There's actually an inlaid Minerva stone panel that sits on top of that when you're using it for cooking, just to use this as a windbreak. And then underneath we've got a fridge, an ice maker, storage cupboard, what have you. So it's a very practical outdoor entertaining space here, with the benefit of 3 bar stools here fixed in the deck, removable for storage. You've got little covers that sit on top of those. And then a further upgrade from standard was this custom jacuzzi and half sun pad. So we built this bespoke for the boat. It's a 3-person tub, and then it's got this nice teak top that we built just to give a versatility when you're in port or entertaining with guests and you want to have an additional preparation area to lay out food for sort of picnic style buffet eating. And that lovely big integrated sun pad. So we've got storage underneath rather than the freestanding teak sun loungers. We elected just to give a bit more versatility for the crew in terms of where they could store equipment on board. Life raft sitting outside there in custom cradles. So boat's MCA coded, all the kit is in date, serviced March this year, so very much ready to go to work if you wish. And then up top here, so the roof standard in GRP would be 1,000 kilos, but in carbon fibre it's 400 kilos. So it's officially in natural exposed weave here. It's hard to see in the camera here, but beautiful statement piece on the boat. We've got a hydraulic electric opening awning on the back here. Painted the domes, the radar chair, 72 nautical mile radar up top there, aerials for the onboard Wi-Fi, so it's got a Petway 4G router system with twin data cards. And as we come forward, then you've got this large dining area, table obviously in its extended position at the moment, but the top folds in to give you more of a coffee staple tile when required. And then the forward end of the Flybridge here, we've got this really social seating area next to the helm. With a mirror image of all the gear downstairs. So we've got 16-inch displays here from Simrad, again with things like winds instrumentation, the autopilot controls, thrusters and throttles here on the outboard side, so you can imagine standing here using these whilst you look over the side. And manoeuvrability wise, you can see around us here plenty of space. You can see down there the aft quarter of the boat, and we've actually got additional cameras hidden under the coamings here facing aft. But it is very much a 2-person manoeuvring if you want to, say one captain at the helm or owner at the helm plus the assistance of a deckhand or crew member to do lines. It's very much a proposition that you can run this with 2 people. Big opening centre section in the roof here. If we just stand up on the foredeck here, you can see we've got a FLIR thermal imaging, so this is a night vision camera, very handy, linked into the plotters, so if you're running in foggy weather or at night time, much safer for picking up lobster pot markers and debris in the water and what have you. Really nice bit of kit, very useful. A nice little touch on the back here, it's covered up today, but this is a carbon fibre ensign staff, just finishes off the yacht really. And looking down there you can see a bird's eye view of the 520 Williams. Then if we head on back down, we'll go and have a look at the bespoke crew accommodation and the machinery space. Now the owner is keeping the name on the back, so we will remove this as a backlit name with LEDs built in around the edges of the letters here with inlaid stainless, so we will take this off at completion to allow you to fit your own name in the future. So centre access door, these are drop down seats on the back here, so we've got a seat either side, nice when the tender's in the water to give you somewhere to sit out and enjoy people playing in the water. And then we come down, so this is working space, you have to excuse the few bits and pieces you'll see on the seats, but we have there's a removed table at the moment, but a space for a table here, sort of crew mess area. And there's a small galley preparation area, we've got a microwave up top, fridge underneath, again satellite and everything running through the boat including the crew. We've got a VHF up top, we've got a second system here with the plotter, 22-inch telly, So it's really behind the scenes, so we'll cover all areas, even though, say, these are the areas that the crew are not so fond of us showing, just to say that you know, this is a practical used boat, so very much still for use whilst on the market. And then custom on here was a double crew cabin here in the stern. So the standard layout, to try and explain this without showing you a layout drawing, would have a door in through here and this door in here, and then we would have 2 bunk beds in here and 2 bunk beds in here. So it would have 4 permanent full-time crew running as a standard charter boat. However, as an owner-operator, they only wanted to have an additional crew space that could be used as an ad hoc guest cabin. So these 2 beds actually split in the middle here. This bed comes outboard. I'll just try and stand back in here. You can see then what could either be 2 single beds or the double. We had custom little bookshelf on the side here, again finished in the same materials as all the guest cabins, so never much feel the poor relation if you're down here, arguably away from all the noise and bustle of what's going on, still with the full AV system. And it's a really handy storage place to keep all your paraphernalia if you're on board just with the family and you want to carry all that extra water sports gear. So we've got professional Miele washer dryer here. So this is where the second door would be in. It's about £50,000 to put that back in if you ever wanted to run the boat in the future as a full 4 crew charter boat. And then we have the door through into the engine room. So there is actually an access hatch up in the deck there if you're at sea, but see the import, we've got this nice access door and we can come in and just see this is absolutely like the day it left the factory. Immaculate in here. See James normally in a different pair of shoes in here if he's working on the engines. Absolutely stunning. If you appreciate machinery, say that a 12V 1950 horsepower sequential turbos, MTU Rolls-Royce parent company engines, absolutely stunning. There's a 250 litre per hour water maker up there. This is the custom diesel. It's actually 2 units, but the diesel powered heating system, which has got outlets in the cockpit, it's got outlets on the Flybridge, all the bathrooms. It's absolutely perfect for use in the UK here. We've got a small compressor, handy for little maintenance jobs, things like plants over here for air conditioning. This is a fuel treatment system here, so we've got magnetic cleaners. This is all the transformer system for the isolation transformers for the shore power. So we're running 2 shore powers into the boat, 100 amp Glendenning, which is a motorised cable, and then 2 generators. So we've got a 32 and a 27 kilowatt generator. So they're running about 830 hours at the moment. Twin AC ventilation fans up here. We've got things like fire flaps, all the latest compliance. Full FM200 fire suppression system down here, so it meets all the charter regulations. Say everything's in date, serviced. Generator serviced this week, so we're mid September now, and the tender is being done next week, so everything is absolutely up to spec. See, not a sign of any corrosion in here whatsoever. Absolutely beautiful. So credit to the captain, who spends as much time on all the behind the scenes as the cosmetics, which is not always the case with some captains, but really important if you're going to maintain the yacht. The owner's very fair with his budget, so always looking with one mind on resale, keeping her absolutely as all yacht should be at this size. So there you have it. So quite a comprehensive tour today. So the boat is on the market now, asking £3.85 million ex-tax. She's currently the only 86 yacht for sale here in the UK, and one of very few for sale anywhere in Europe. Onward shipping anywhere through the Mediterranean and wider world is no issue whatsoever. Of course, Sunseeker London Group running offices throughout European territories, very happy to sort out logistics for you if you're looking for ongoing gardenage services, crew finding services, the assistance of obtaining quotations on finance and insurance, flag registration, that sort of thing. It's all very much what we do, part and parcel of operating these larger yachts. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. Please give me some feedback on what the new camera's like and the sound here outside. If you'd like to know any more information, say it's our central listing for myself here at Sunseeker Southampton. Mobile is +44 7747 686 587, or drop me an email to james@sunseekersouthampton.com. I can run you through the build spec of the yacht when she was new, all the up-to-date service history, and any further information you might require. So I hope you enjoyed the tour, and we look forward to hearing from you.